Hello? Okay. Alright. My camera's not working, so. Uh, yeah, so. Wish it was working. This is kind of weird without a camera. Alright, let me. This isn't how I wanted to start this. Okay. Why is it working now? Okay, anyways. Let's just go to this real quick. So, I just want to say, this stream is more for me. Um, I didn't promote this in any of my friends' Discord servers just because of the nature of this stream. Um, they don't want to force that into their communities. This is legitimately, well, I'm very angry. I may not look like it, but I'm very angry, and I needed to get this anger out, and I needed to talk about this. So, if you live in the one of the worst places on earth, and of course I'm talking about the United States of America, then you probably, or most definitely, have heard about the Supreme Court's newest decision, which is to overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, if you don't know what Roe v. Wade is, it is a Supreme Court decision in 1973. We'll pull this up first. And it how to best put this? Maybe I should pull this one. If you don't know this website, you can look at any Supreme Court case and read the facts, like the question to the conclusion, and all the details about the court case. Um, so basically, in a to put it simple ways, it made abortion legal as a federal, like, constitutionally protected right. Um, and it was mostly seen as a right to privacy under the 14th Amendment. If you don't know what the 14th Amendment was, it was passed in, I believe, 18, or I have it here somewhere. Yeah. Uh, okay. No, that's when it, sorry. Um, 18, I want to say 1865 because it was passed after the Civil War. It's not really important, but it's going to bother me. Nope, that's I just pulled that up. 1866. Okay, it was a part of, uh, basically a part of, uh, sorry, I'm just kind of all over the place in my head. It was created to help protect the rights of all citizens, but it was more specifically targeted towards Black Americans after the end of slavery in 1865. Um, And I really hope I don't have to explain the history of slavery in the U.S. That would be something completely different. But Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States. Naturalized means that you become a citizen of the United States. Yeah. Admitted to the citizenship of a country. So take the citizenship test, become a legal citizen. And subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Goes on. Explain rights to vote. This is something fun I'd like to point out. Section 3. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress, blah, 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 any form of office, who has or shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. So you, can't serve in any elected office or appointed office if you have helped an insurrection or rebellion. Marjorie Taylor Greene was on trial for that. She might still be. Haven't really kept up with that. For the January 6th riots. Again, something completely different. And basically, this amendment is a big part of Roe v. Wade, as well as the Ninth Amendment. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. That's one of the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution. I guess I'm giving more of a history lesson here. Anyways, 1973, it was decided that states that broadly prohibit abortion violates the right. And the Ninth Amendment comes here. Let me see. Right to privacy. Yeah. First, Fourth, Fifth, Ninth, and 14th Amendment. And it was a 7-2 pass. 7-2. There are 9 Supreme Court justices. 7 of them, Burger, Douglas, Brennan, Stewart, Marshall, Blackmun, and Powell, all voted for it, while White and Rehnquist voted against it. So you have a lot, and you have a lot of attempts to try and get rid of abortion, the most recent being Dobbs versus Jackson, which on June 24th, that is today's date, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 to uphold Mississippi's Gestational Act to overrule Roe and Casey. Let me get back up. I think I pulled up Casey. I did not. Planned Parenthood versus Casey. So, court upheld the right to have an abortion as established by Roe v. Wade. This is in 1982. And that was also overturned. Justice Thomas. That's a name we're about to become very familiar with. I know, not really going into as much detail as I would like, but I don't really want to sit here and just read this all to you. I kind of want to touch a few things and then keep going on. So yeah, Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. And this is an extreme violation of women's rights and civil rights in general, because this takes away, and I've seen people argue already that it doesn't ban abortion, it just makes it a states' rights thing. Oh, yes, that was something I meant to pull up. Don't want to expose my Discord here, so say expose, I just don't want to show you what because it's a private server, so. So, oh, no, it's not on Discord. It's a fucking image I saved on. Here it is. It's from. News sites that make you pay are fucking ridiculous. Sorry. There we go. So, here we go. So this is abortion laws by state. Any of these states with a 6-week ban or pre-Roe ban, they're gonna ban it. There's no doubt in my mind that they're gonna ban it. That is one. That is 22 states. That is almost half of the country. And so this is a really weird map of the US. And basically saying it's states' rights is it's bullshit, because all these states are going to ban it. And I guarantee more are going to ban it if they can. And it's scary. It's terrifying, really, especially with the next thing I'm going to go into. Now, if you don't know, I am very queer. I am non-binary and demisexual. I use they them pronouns. And the majority of my friends are part of the LGBTQ plus community as well. And Justice Thomas, who I said we were going to become very familiar with, to pause that. Justice Thomas wants to overturn contraception and same-sex marriage, as well as, and this will lead to ban same sex. So here we have Griswold versus Connecticut, which, again, 14th Amendment to protect contraception during marriage under a right to privacy, as well as the 9th Amendment, just like Roe v. Wade. And basically legalizes contraception, condoms, the pill, um, other versions. Demisexual is on the A spectrum. I don't. Yeah. And then with the same. So, if you have paid attention to politics in the past few years, the U.S. is one of the most recent countries to legalize gay marriage. I think the only two countries behind it are Mexico and Australia. I might be wrong on the Mexico. Yeah. June 2015. No, why am I looking this up when I have it pulled up? Okay, so June 2015, and then shortly after, Australia legalized it. So within the same month, Mexico and the US both legalized it. That's not really important. This court made it a 5-4 ruling. You notice how as time goes on, the Supreme Court rulings become closer and closer to not passing when it involves civil rights. And basically, it legalized gay marriage federally. A few states had legalized it, like California already. But this made it a constitutional right to where anyone who wanted to could get a license for a gay marriage, and the states had to recognize it on tax and employment forms, things like that. Lawrence versus Texas legalized same sex, just same sex. Because Texas made it illegal. It's always fucking Texas, which is terrible because that's my home state. We have great food. There are a lot of really great people. But the loudest ones are the worst people. And it's sad. It's sad seeing the place you grew up with or in and you loved be absolutely fucking horrendous. And then you notice again, Justice Thomas voted against it. Also Justice Scalia, who's dead now. He's dead. Also, Donald Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court justices. That would be Neil Gorsuch, who was appointed after Scalia died. Brett Kavanaugh, don't remember who he replaced. And then, or was it one of them replaced Scalia? Can't remember which one. And then Amy Coney Barrett, who replaced Ruth Bader Ginsburg in a very controversial decision because it was so close to the election. And it was, it's normally if a judge resigns or dies, it is decided after the next election, if it's that close. So, by precedent, Joe Biden should have appointed the next candidate. Um, but Donald Trump or it's a decision by the president and the Congress. And so, yeah. So, with women's rights basically out the fucking door, they are going to try and uh, make contraception illegal. So, not only can you not get an abortion if you're pregnant and it's unwanted, you also can't, you know, even fight that pregnancy. Because most of the states in the US teach abstinence, which is bullshit. Okay, we should teach safe sex, not abstinence. I was taught abstinence in high school and middle school and elementary school. I was taught abstinence all three levels. And I think it's stupid. I think it's bullshit because that's how you get a higher rate of STDs. But with getting rid of contraception, that doesn't just get rid of unwanted pregnancies or stop unwanted pregnancies, also gets rid of safe sex. It's going to see a rise in STDs. And when did. Yeah, Griswold versus Connecticut was in 1965, I want to say. Yeah. And that's how you get something like the AIDS crisis again, especially if they're going to attack gay people. Or it's not the gay disease. That's my bad for wording it like that. But AIDS is still seen as the gay disease, even though sexuality has nothing to do with it. If you ban contraception, you're going to have a rise in infections of all sorts of STDs. It's just really scary, honestly. It's very scary living in a country that doesn't care about your rights. And next, who knows? They're probably going to attack interracial marriage, and which is fucking deplorable. That's what it is. They're also going to attack basically every civil liberty except for cis het white guys. They might try and overturn the 19th Amendment now. Not 20. 20th? Give me it. Great. I'm very stupid, by the way. No, I was right. Okay. Yeah, no, it's the 18th Amendment. Anyway, I was thinking of the Prohibition Law. Yeah, 19th Amendment. They'll probably try and attack that. And I don't have a lot more to say other than this is bullshit. It's infuriating. And this no longer comes down to oh, I'm not really involved in politics. You need to get involved. They are violating human rights, basic human rights. And they don't care. They will watch as the country burns to the ground as long as they have control. And we also have the president of the United States, who is calling for action, for change. He's calling the U.S. citizens to fight, to rally for change when he's the fucker that can do something. He can do something, and he is choosing not to. And I've also seen a lot of people say, "Oh, well, if you don't like it, just move." We can't. The people affected most by this cannot move because this heavily targets black communities and poor communities, and if I keep going, I'm just going to start repeating myself. And so that's really all I'm going to say. And I just needed to get this out. It was more for me. Hope if you watch the VOD or I'm going to post this on YouTube as well, that you learn something. And I hope you decide to make decisions for yourself. Yes, I would like you to support abortion rights, and I would like you to support gay marriage and contraception, but it is not my choice for you to make. And so, with that, I hope that you all I hope that you all enjoy. Oh, my hair's a mess. Your days, however they may be going, and I just hope that things get better. I really hope that things get better. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't. Because I don't have the power to. I don't have the power to change anything. I'm 20 years old, for fuck's sake. I'm not a politician. I can't even run for federal office. You have to be 25 to run for House, 30 for Senate, and 35 for president. And that's if you have the money. I'm not going to raid into anyone. Just going to leave this by myself. And yeah, I know political streams are a very terrible idea. But yeah, be good people.